Hi, welcome back to Half Hazardly. I'm your host, Jade, and today we are greeted by my best friend, Amanda,
Hello.
who's the primary listener of the entire show. Today we're going to be talking about our vision boards, and she's nervous, and I'm a little bit nervous because we have a fiance of Amanda's listening in on us. Plus, this is on my iPhone because I forgot the battery to the camera because I'm stupid. And yeah, so don't judge the video quality, please. For the love of God, it's on 4K. The lighting's not good, okay? We don't have light cameras. We're not professionals. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about vision boards. I mentioned this will be coming out the week before New Year's Eve, like a couple days before New Year's Eve. In the goal setting episode, which if you haven't listened to that, go listen to that before you listen to this or right after, because they kind of go hand in hand. I said I was going to post a video talking about making our own vision boards. And this time I made mine physical because historically I've made mine on a phone and I just forget about them. Like I went on my Pinterest and it was my vision board for 2021. And I was like, well, that didn't work out well. I never looked at this again after I made it. So now I printed it and I'm going to put it on a bulletin board in my room. But I think it's helpful because then you get to see your goals. Plus when goals come true. Like some of them are more like, at least for me, some of them are more like inspirational and other ones are more like, this is like what I'm manifesting for this year. And some of them are kind of both. But then like the manifestation ones and just them in general, it's like you can look back at them at the end of the next year and be like, all right, I did that, I did not do that. Or like, wow, I really exceeded the number that I thought I was going to do for that specific thing. Like on the back of a lot of my pictures, I think I'm gonna like write write out what the manifestation is or like what the goal is with it, so then I can look back and see if I really like did it or not. And that'll be really cool if like, can you imagine if, like one of them really succeeds and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wrote it down. Like honestly, inspiration from my fan because she has like manifestation boards all around her house and she like writes all this stuff out. She says people would think she's crazy if they saw some of the things she wrote, but like now when she looks back on it, it's really cool to see like she has proof that she manifested it. So anyway, maybe should I do a little background on you?
Sure.
Okay. So like I said, Amanda's my best friend. We've known each other since we were literally born. We can't remember the first time we met because my parents moved from we live in Michigan, if you're not from Michigan, which almost all of you are, so whatever. I lived on the east side of Michigan. My family lived on the east side of Michigan, and they all still do, but my parents were like, we're out of there, so they came to West Michigan, and they didn't know anybody, and they only knew the people they moved in next door to, and they moved there right when they had me. And surprisingly, the neighbor lady was pregnant, and she was like, look, I'm going to have a baby soon too. They can be friends. So then she was born, and we just were neighbors and best friends ever since. So she's basically like family, grew up with her, and yeah. She's like my favorite person because we are on the same wavelength about our like expectations for relationships. And I think we both struggle with some social relationships because it's hard to like figure out what people want and what people don't want, and like making sure your boundaries align with theirs, and it's hard when they don't, and ours really do. So it's like, it's just so nice because we don't have to worry about it. Like we won't talk to each other for so long. Friend. Yeah. Like we won't talk to each other for so long, and then we do, and it's like normal every single time. But Amanda we like went to high school together, and I actually went to Christian school, and she inspired me to leave the Christian school and become a bad person and go to public school. And yeah, and it was cool in high school too because she was like the honors student head cheerleader dating the quarterback of the football team.
That's who's listening to us right now.
Yes. And I was I'm friends with everybody and I'm going to try drugs. But like, we were best friends, so it was funny. But now I'm a normal girl and she's still herself. She's the stable goal-setting queen and I'm me. And if you don't know who I am, go listen to the other episodes. But she's in school right now to become a PA, which means a physician's assistant because she's super smart and likes medical stuff and wants to help people. And she just got done with her first whole semester. So exciting. So our goals will have a lot to do with that kind of stuff. But what do you think that you want to like share what your goals are? Because I already shared what all my goals are. I'll like go over what my main ones are. But
yes, I have
I think it's just cool to see other people's goals because, like, I mean, a lot of ours are going to be similar because we're both students in grad school and, you know, we're both in the same age range and we both just moved out of our parents' house and so we're becoming adults and I just got married and she's about to get married and we have a lot of the same things going on in our lives, but honestly, like, I feel like it's different for each person the way they like need to try to achieve their goals. Like Amanda's a lot more put together naturally than I am. Like she's a lot more like on task and on point than I am. And so like the way she has to achieve the goals is gonna be slightly different. I don't know. So oh my gosh, like look at it. Just show them your handwriting.
I was like, when I was making this, I was showing Jacket and I was like, do I have mental illness? Because it's a little crazy. This is like the...
I write like a serial killer. That's so beautiful.
Yes. I actually am, surprisingly, you were just talking about school, but I don't have any like school goals just because I like to like distance my goal setting from school. Because obviously school, your goal is to do well. And that's just like, you know,
that's like your main focus. Yeah, it's like your job. Like it's not like you're going to like make goals about your job if you're not trying to like.
Right. My goals are like about maintaining a life outside of school.
Yeah.
Like taking care of myself. So one of the biggest things I want to do, like next year and most specifically like next semester, it kind of changes based off my school schedule, but I want to work out in the mornings. That's big, just because if I don't go in the mornings, I don't go. And like even sometimes we would go, Jack and I got in the habit of going after dinner, which is fine, but then you have like dinner in your stomach and I
could not go work out right now. There's no chance. I'd throw up everywhere.
Yes. So whenever I do go in the mornings, like it feels so good. Like you just start your day off right. So I want to do that. I want to work out. I have very specific goals. I want to work out 5 times a week. I have like all the goals for like weights I want to hit and like mile time. We want to do, this is like a Jack and I one. We want to do like one fitness event. So whether that's like sign up for a 5K because we're not doing anything more than a 5K, but just like something that's like a group just to motivate you to like work out. You know, you're not just working out to work out. You have like
a goal.
Yeah.
Like a goal to like achieve. I don't know.
Right.
I like those goals. I think that they're good. And I think she made like we both use Notion and I found Notion from Kristen Yu and she made a bunch of stuff on there and I started trying to use it, didn't do great. And then I figured some of the pages out and we were talking about making SMART goals last time we saw each other at like the end of November, I think it was. And so she made SMART goals and then she was like messing with Notion trying to like fix it because she's had it too for a while but not like utilize it great. But she found like a meal planning page and a goal setting page and they're really good. And I'll put them in the link down below, but they're like, I just have all the pages of mine. You can use them as templates to make your own because I just took her pages she found, made templates to do this. So if you want to do that, go click on those links. It's really helpful.
Yeah, that like segues in. My next thing is about like all health stuff, and that like meal planning layout is so nice because like I feel like every Sunday I spend a pathetic amount of time trying to plan dinners. Like it's exhausting and it's so hard. So that like layout helps because it's just like
I hate planning dinners.
Yes.
More than anything.
Oh,
like
my
it
goodness.
makes me mad.
Yeah, because you want to like eat healthy and then like halfway through the week you're like, why did I pick salmon? You know, like it's
or like
I picked salmon.
I feel like things go bad fast too, and then I like because like I never can. I don't know what's so. I feel like things are just so hard to like plan because you don't always know how much a recipe's gonna make.
Right.
Like some of the things it makes like enough for me to eat every single day for the whole week. And then I'm like, well now I have all this extra food that I don't actually I'm gonna just throw it in the trash because it's gonna go bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I don't wanna so I'm like, do I buy enough for like 4 meals for this week? Even though like one of them could end up lasting me forever. And it's like way too much thought and I get so stressed out about it.
Yeah, it's hard because you want to be like conscious of waste and all that. It's a process. Okay, but going into health goals, I feel like water is on everyone's list, so we'll just skip that.
Skin.
But one big thing is I want to drink my coffee black, which you can't do. You could do, but...
Yeah, well, if it's decaffeinated.
Yes. Just because I feel like I drink coffee every day and I'm adding in, like, added sugar to my coffee every day. And I used to drink it black, and, like, once you get used to it, it's good.
Why not just put almond milk in it? Like, unsweetened almond milk.
Yeah.
Like
but then I'd rather almost just have it black. If there's not, like, sweetness in it, yeah.
I feel like the almond milk and oat milk make it sweet, even when there's no sugar.
Yeah.
Or even, like, coconut milk.
for some reason I was putting oat milk into my coffee, but then it like gets like
Chunky.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like almond milk's better,
Mhm.
but black will be good too.
Mhm. Well, no sugary creamer, I guess, is like
Yeah.
the overall goal. I want to eat less desserts because I have a sweet tooth so bad. And then fruits and veggies. I have 3 to 5 servings every day. That's what you're supposed to do.
Combined, like fruits and vegetables.
No, the recommended like
3 of
the
each.
technical recommended is 5 of each. Yeah, which is like very hard to even think about doing. But I think like a serving of a vegetable is like less than what, like if you were to eat a whole, what's a vegetable?
Carrot.
Well, carrot's a bad example because 1 carrot isn't. If you were to eat like a whole head of broccoli
I
or
was just
something,
gonna say
that's
that.
probably more than like 1 serving.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but
I feel like I feel like I eat more vegetables. Like I feel like I could easily hit 5 vegetables a day because I like soups a lot and I like eating vegetables as sides.
mhm.
But then people are always like, oh, it's unhealthy if you cook it because then it takes away whatever, all that crap. But then like I don't know, I feel like I can get my servings of vegetables, but I'm like I don't want to just sit there and eat a whole ass apple. But then if I buy berries fresh, the berries always go bad.
Mhm.
And then I'm like I don't want to thaw out blueberries because the blueberries when they're thawed out and not in like oatmeal taste like trash. Fruit just stresses me out too.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the opposite. I eat a lot of fruit, and
What do you
it doesn't
eat?
go bad. All of it.
Like berries,
Yeah, I have. You should see the tub of pomegranates in my fridge right now. It's
dude. The
gigantic.
pomegranates lately, they've been
Mhm.
hitting.
Yeah, I have.
I
like,
eat it like a day though. Like I eat the whole pomegranate in a whole day.
Yeah, I usually go through them fast, but we always get like bananas. We have pears and apples right now. Usually like strawberries. But
Why
right
do
now
I
they're
feel like
bad.
bananas don't count? Just
Yeah.
in my head, I feel like bananas aren't a
I
fruit.
know.
They don't count.
They're so like relevant because they're like there all the time, but irrelevant. But they count. They
Mhm.
count.
I feel like it's because they're creamy, and the other ones are all like.
Mm-hmm. But that's one of the reasons I have been drinking green juice every morning. Is because spinach counts as like a vegetable technically. So you have like a ton
Those are
of
the
greens.
best ones.
Yeah.
The leafy ones,
Mhm.
right?
So you have like a ton of greens, and then you put like fruit in there. So right there, like you start your day off with like one.
People argue though that doesn't count because you take away the fiber. So there's no point. Like it only has like the vitamins in it basically.
Well, the vitamins are still great.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
I was literally Googling this because I wanted to start making green juice, and then it was like, there's no point in it unless you just take a vitamin pill. It's basically the same thing because you're not getting any of the fiber from the fruit. And I was like,
Yeah, but
everything's overwhelming.
the vitamin industry is a whole other thing. Like at least like
A
when
whole
you
nother
drink
podcast.
green juice, it's like from the earth. Like
Yeah.
it's like from the actual.
You just put it in a
source.
blender?
Mm-hmm. So I blend it all up, and then I like pour it over like a
Mesh
tight strainer,
one?
like a mesh strainer, and like stir, and I just like take the chunky part and I just throw it away. You could probably do something with the chunky part, but it's if you leave the chunky in there, it's like a gag, like it's nasty.
I bet you would. That sounds nasty, sis. And not the juice. The rest of it sounds
the juice
nasty.
is great. The juice is amazing.
Yeah. I like the health goals.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. Are
Yeah.
those your 2 for the year?
No, there's more.
Okay, sweet.
I know there's a lot. Sorry.
No, it's so pretty. I have this many too. Don't worry.
One of the things there was
I
also
cannot
there was
get
like
over your writing. It's so pretty.
thank you. It helps with like the bullet journal. It like makes it easy. I want to read. I read last year. Like I pretty much achieved
You
this
were a
goal
book
last
nerd.
year. Yes, but I haven't read a single book since starting school, like at all. So I want to like be able to read while doing school. So that's my goal is like to maintain the reading I was
Only
doing.
10 minutes a night? I feel like I wouldn't be able to stop myself.
I know. Yeah, 10 minutes is like the minimum.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you ever have a night where you're like, crap, like I got into bed too late, then like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I want to get a dog. That will be happening.
I hope so.
It will.
Them
Yep.
and Moose can be buddies.
Yes. I actually was listening to your last podcast, and that made me put this on my list.
Was I talking about gardening because I wanted to do it this year?
It was on your list for last year.
Yeah.
So I want to start a garden.
Oh, we can learn together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know much about outdoor gardening.
Yeah, I put one of those like elevated garden beds on my registry.
Christmas list? Or your registry.
Mm-hmm. I should have done
getting
Christmas list, but
No, someone will get it for you from your
I
registry.
hope my mom does.
I was gonna say your mom probably would.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're okay. I want to use my phone less because who doesn't? It's just so.
I just said that today.
I deleted TikTok.
Good.
I
I'm
had
proud
to.
of you.
I literally, it would just like suck me in, and I would spend hours and hours on TikTok.
The government just banned their employees from having it on their phones.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I literally was sitting in my house today because do you remember I told you I was going to do like a deep cleaning the house before the new year?
Mm-hmm.
I did like the first day of it today, and I was like, I'm just going to like, because I feel like I can't deep clean until I take care of the stuff that's like every day to-do list. So like, I was like taking care of the cat litter and the dishes and all that stuff. But I'm not kidding, 3 times. I sat down on the bed to take the sheets off. 30 minutes later, I was like, what the hell have I been doing for the last hour?
Mm-hmm.
And I was on, or not, 30 minutes, hour, that doesn't add up, but like, I was just like, what happened? And then I did it again. I sat on the couch and it happened again. I was like, why do I keep doing this?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just Instagram reels.
It's something about like if I watch YouTube or something, like it's not as bad because like the video ends, you know, and then you have to find another video to like keep going. So it's easier to like cut yourself off.
Mm-hmm.
But TikTok, it was just like scroll, and I would never delete it because I was like, I'm learning things, you know, like I'm seeing cool things, I'm seeing funny things. Like it feels so good to sit and like relax. But I don't know.
Your pupils are getting big just talking about it.
I love it. But like I would never, like I'd sit there and I'd scroll for so long and then I'd be done and I'd just feel like garbage. Like you did nothing.
It feels like my brain's melting.
Literally. Like you feel like weird pressure in your head. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Terrible.
I hate it. Anyway.
I want to journal gratitude every night because
I like that.
one of the books I read, it's called You Happier. Great book.
I should read that.
Yeah, that's like an amazing. It's
I
very
need
like
to be happier.
It's basically like the science behind happiness, which is
Ooh.
really interesting. But like one of the things he expressed was like one of the ways to be happy is to like at the end of every day, like to think about the things that were good, like to focus on the good. So like every night when you go to bed, like say the one good thing in your day, even if it was the crappiest day, like your cold water when you brush your teeth, you know, like find like that one thing that made you happy.
That seems like a serial killer thing to be grateful for.
Cold water.
When you brush your teeth, I feel like that would.
I like cold. If
when
it's
you
warm,
rinse your mouth out. Oh my gosh!
don't?
No, my teeth are like.
You use warm water?
Like lukewarm, because otherwise my teeth hurt. Because you know it feels like when you like go outside and it's cold and you're like.
Yeah. I guess I don't do it. It's not like frigid, but
Okay.
not if it's like warm. I'm like immediately out.
Yeah, that makes sense. What was I just gonna tell you? Oh, do you have a journal already for your gratitude journaling?
I have a bunch of like 5-star notebooks, so I was gonna use one of those, but I don't have like a cute journal.
I was gonna say I have like I don't know where it's from, but somebody gave it to me a long time ago, and it's like this big probably. It's like really small, but it's just it says like gratitude in a bunch of different like sizes of font on the front, and it's just like a little one, so you just write a little tiny list of the things you're grateful for.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you're not gonna use it.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Hiding somewhere. I want to watch church every Sunday because
it's a good goal.
Self-explanatory. Yeah, I'm bad at that.
That's one of my goals too.
Yes.
Try to be more consistent with my religious development.
I want to spend less money, and then like I have like random relationship goals about like making sure I see my friends. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I tried to be like, after we had talked about the SMART goals, I tried to be like super specific. Like every single one of these goals, I can like very specifically measure. You know, like read 10 minutes every night. Not read every night. It's like read 10 minutes every night. Like specific.
Did you write these in like the order of importance of like your primary ones? Like what are your, because like are you doing these or like the whole year? You're gonna try to focus on all of them? Or are you trying to like focus on like maybe like fitness and health for the first 3 months and then the other ones the last like 6 months or whatever?
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of gonna try to do them all, which it seems like so many to do at once, but I feel like
some of them are broken up, like the dog's not like one that's gonna happen right off the bat, like that's gonna be something that happens at one point, and like gardening has to be only in the spring and summer, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's something, and, like, financial stuff is, like, that's not, like, a hard, like, you just have to monitor it, basically.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like some of them are, like, habits, like the working out, reading, drinking coffee black. Like, it's either I'm drinking my coffee black
They're just small
January
things every
1st
day.
or I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah, they're all just small but, like, obtainable things.
I like that. Do you have, like, a word of your year? Like, my word for my year is discipline, because I feel like that's something I really need to, like, have in all these areas.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word.
Last year, I feel like my word probably would have been, like something along the lines of, like, spiritual or, like, deep, because that was, like, the theme of my whole year, was just everything was so, like, whoa, like, existential, like, spiritual guru crap. Like, that would have been my word for last year, but my word for this year is discipline.
Yeah. I guess word for my year.
You don't know that.
I wish I could take discipline, because that's a really good one, especially with, like,
you can
studying
use
and
discipline.
stuff. I was going to say, if not discipline, like, progress. Just in general,
I like that.
Progress, like, intellectually with school.
I think that works for you.
Fitness-wise.
Because I don't feel like you need to work on discipline, because you already are really disciplined.
Depends
you
on
are,
depends
though.
on the day.
But
Depends
you
on
are,
how much
though. Like,
TikTok
that's true. But you, like, sit and do homework all the time.
Yeah.
Like, your expectations are really high for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, comparatively speaking, you are more disciplined than the average person. Like, you keep your house very clean, and, like, you keep your spaces nice, and you do the things you want to do. Even if some days you struggle, you are pretty disciplined to do things. You're not, like, the most.
Yeah.
But, like, you're good. So I feel like progress is a good one, because you, like, I feel like you do have things you want to, like, continue to progress in, because you already have the discipline down.
Yeah.
Like, I can't work on progression, because I haven't even, like, I don't even have, like, the grounds to, like, start, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need to, like, because I feel like discipline is, like, a grounding word.
Yeah.
I feel like you're already, like, pretty grounded in a lot of things, and now you just need to learn how to use your discipline appropriately to, like, progress further.
Right. Yeah.
Versus mine's, like, I need to find, because I run off motivation right now, so everything's, like, waves all the time. So I have to, like, find my grounding using discipline, and then learn to progress. So you're just, like, a step ahead of me.
Yeah, I like that. Progress.
It's a good word. I like it. You're going to have to, like, put it in the middle of your vision board.
Mm-hmm.
Progress.
Yeah.
Progress.
Do you have discipline in your cards?
No, I've never. I was going to make it on Canva, and then I forgot. I printed them before I did it. And it's missing some, so I don't know.
But more.
You have a habit tracker you're going to use?
Yes, I asked for Christmas. I, like, put it as my most wanted, so hopefully I'll get it.
Is this the journal you showed me?
Yes. It's called the self-care planner, I think. Oh, it's so amazing. It's not amazing in the aspect of, like for school, but I've started to, like, my school is mostly just exams. Like, there's not that many deadlines. So I've started to, like, use my computer calendar for school, which is, most people, like, don't like the electronic version, but I don't mind it. So then this is more like day to day, like, you can still make your to-do list, but then you can also, like, have tracking, which I like. It's just like aesthetic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to use it. It just makes you feel good about everything that you're doing.
Right.
That'll be good. Hopefully you get it. So I'm just going to, like, summarize my goals. If you want to go listen to the podcast from 2 weeks ago, when I post this, it'll be 2 weeks ago. So not the religion one, but the one about goals. If you want to go listen to that, you can hear in more detail, like, why I set my goals for what they are and, like, the specifics of them. But like I said, my word for the year is discipline, because I run off motivation right now, and I'm focusing on quarterly goals. So my overarching goal is all of these, like, it's a lot of different things, but for the first quarter of the year and, like, the whole year in general is, like, basically I'm trying to create routine. So, like, I'm going to focus on routine for the first quarter, and then the second quarter I'm going to focus on developing further in fitness, because I think once I have my routine down, I'll be able to develop further in fitness. And then once I have fitness down, I'll be able to develop further in food. So that will be the third quarter. Just kind of, like, go along with that. And then have, like, the last quarter just focusing on, like, maintenance of all of it. But, like, the first quarter is basically I created a routine. I really want to follow the routine. And in the routine, it's basically just, like, trying to do, like, daily, like, morning routines and evening routines and schedules. And then following it within those schedules, having consistent exercise. The video ended because my storage is full, so now I just get to watch the rest of it on audio. So I don't even know what I was saying, but yeah, those are my goals. So yeah, we can go over our vision boards. Oh wait, We can't see it now. I can just put it on the screen.
Yeah.
You can just send me a screenshot of it and we can just talk about it. But pull it up so we can like talk about it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just enter like a picture over the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see like the pictures of our goals, you can go look at. I'll post that on my Instagram story too, but or on my Instagram, on a highlights reel or something like that. But go check it out there, or go look on YouTube if you want to see the pictures. But like we'll describe them too. I just got a prayer reminder. Let's see what it says. Stop cussing and gossiping.
Oh, is it a thing for
I literally no. It just like randomly sends me prayer reminders for different things. All right. Anyway.
Do you want me to go first or you go first?
I don't care.
I'll go first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I have the first thing I see.
I was looking at that one too.
Yes, I have a Bernedoodle puppy because I want one very bad. That's a non-negotiable goal that will be achieved. Otherwise, I will leave Jack. I also have stuff. Jack and I are getting married this year, so I have pictures of like certificate of marriage and rings and like a romantic picture, just because obviously I'm gonna like prioritize Jack and I's relationship because we're getting married this year. I have my green juice greens on here. Just some other like healthy like fruits and vegetables. That's just like the thing that I was saying, the 3 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. I have pictures of like a stethoscope and a white coat and like a PA badge just for like school, obviously. I have a picture of like a girl running just because I feel like my workout routine, like I'll occasionally run, but I have never like really incorporated like cardio and like running into my like everyday week workout routine.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to like every day or every week run at least once just to like see my mile time get better, because I feel like I used to have a really good mile time, and then recently I ran and I was like, oh jeez, like really struggling. So I want to prioritize that again, and like you can see progress in running so easily, so it's like makes you feel good. I have weights on here, which I actually took this picture. This is my own picture.
Really?
I know, right? And it has like a timestamp because I was lifting weights at like 6:30 a.m., which is basically what I want to do again. I used to be really good at that. Now I suck at it. So get back to that.
What year was that you were doing that? Was it 2020 or 2021?
It was before COVID.
Wait, is that not when you're at...
That's the 8th day, yeah. What? Wait.
Wouldn't have had to have been COVID? You would have been at state before that.
But I would go in the summers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this was pre-COVID.
Because I feel like I was doing so good in my life during COVID. And, like, right after COVID. Like, 2020, I don't know what was going on. 2020 and 2021, I was, like, killing it.
You had time to, like, focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I just, like, the getting up in the morning was so much easier because I was going to classes.
Yeah.
And classes are so much more motivating, and it's like you sign up for this class at 6:30, you get up and go because you signed up. Versus, like, saying you're going to go to the gym when it's just, like, a free weights gym at 6:30, you're like, well, but I can go later.
Yeah.
But then you don't. So I need to get better. I have a picture of a strong girl because I want to be strong.
Yeah.
There's a Bible on here. I have like just quotes about like I'm creating the life of my dreams, and having the right mindset and attitude can literally change your life. Just kind of like the gratitude thing, like what I was talking about with the Happier book. Like if you just like change the way you think about your day, it really can like change your whole attitude on life. So
it's proven a lot by science too.
Yeah.
Like gratitude like actually reframes the way that your brain thinks through things.
And then the last thing I have in here is just like candles and like a jade roller, just for like overall self-care, which I feel like I'm already good at, because who doesn't love self-care? But just
I love it, but I'm terrible at it.
To continue to prioritize it.
You should have seen, I gotta show you the videos of me from this morning. I literally looked like a homeless person.
Were you recording
yourself? I don't
yourself?
mean that in a
like
degrading way to homeless people. I just looked rough.
Were you recording yourself when you were cleaning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I looked rough. Okay. So I actually I keep looking like there's a camera.
She's holding up the cards to the
I'm
fake
holding
camera.
my cards to the fake camera. I'll hold them up to you instead. So I first have like all my quotes at the beginning. So I'll just read through them. It says, romanticize your life. And I think that because I think I do that a lot anyway, but I've always liked doing that because I think that when I view life too seriously, I get really high anxiety.
Yeah.
So if I just, like, this sounds kind of terrible, but, like, if I try to envision my life as more of, like, a movie, then it seems like more, like, things are happening for, like, the plot line. I don't know if that makes sense, and it just makes, like, it makes you appreciate every second more, because it's, like, even the mundane things are, like, part of just, like, the background. I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
every little thing I'm like, oh, this is beautiful.
I feel like I could work on that too. I feel like I get so, like, when you see my little journal thing, like, so, like, OCD about, like, organizing my life that, like, sometimes I forget that, you know, like, to stop and, like, romanticize, like, it's fine.
Yeah, like, sometimes when you're, like, studying, like, just sit there and be like, this is so cool that I'm, like, sitting here studying and working hard.
Yeah,
the lights are on low. I don't know. So, try it sometimes.
Yes.
And I like, okay, one thing about romanticizing your life that I think I've been doing this really well this year that helps me romanticize it more is I just play, like, beats music, like, or, like, classical music. Like, when I started listening to classical music when I'm doing stuff, I'm like, my life is so cool.
Are you talking about beta waves?
No.
Oh.
What, are they, like, the healing sounds?
Yeah, I guess you could use it for that purpose too. Like, one of the girls in my program, like, sent a link to, like, they're called beta waves. And so I'll put, like beats on, and then you're listening to beta waves, and it's, like, yeah, it kind of, like, reminds me of, like a spa, but even, like, more, like, you want me to play the beta waves that I have?
Yeah.
It's so good. Just puts you.
I literally listen to
that
it when
gives
I'm
me, like,
on my way to
PTSD
therapy.
though, honestly.
I'll be, like, getting in the mood. Or, like, lo-fi beats. You know what you should listen to when you're just, like, cleaning the house and stuff? There's, like, a winter, like, Christmas lo-fi. And they have, like, Christmas songs. It's just, like, the beats. I don't know. It's so cool. Anyway. Next quote is, taking care of yourself is productive, because I think that I view taking care of myself. And when I say taking care of myself, I don't mean, like, cleaning my house and, like, being productive. But what I'm defining as productive, I'm saying, like, taking a shower and, like, watching TV and, like, relaxing and doing those things is productive. Like, taking time to go to the gym is productive, because I view those as me. Like, I don't prioritize those as priorities. So, I don't know. That's one. And then I have, it's, like, white on the top, and the bottom half is black. And on the top it says, discipline creates results. And on the bottom it says, control creates disease. And I put that because I'm a control freak. With, like, everything in life, whether it's my environment or whether it's, like, just, like, tasks and stuff like that, I'm a big control freak. But because I have really bad ADHD, I'm, like, I want to get things done. I, like, need to do them so bad, but I just, like, don't follow through. So then it makes me have mental illness disease. But, like, discipline is something that, like, even if you have, like, that's the number one treatment for people with ADHD and, like, other kinds of, like, developmental struggles, is that if you have, like, strict routines and discipline, it will, like, it's, like, the number one treatments for it. And then I have the journey of growth, and it's just, like, this little thing, and it shows, like, where your level of change and growth is along the way, little map. And then it says, do it for your future self. And I got, like, what's that called? A Venn diagram. And on the left it says discipline, on the right it says surrender, and where they cross over it says flow, because I think that I tend to, like, be disciplined and give up completely, and I never have them overlap, and I need to learn to, like, have them overlap, and there's going to be moments of surrender, but there's also going to be moments of full discipline, but it's okay to just be in the middle with some flow between the two. I will be the best version of myself, because I always think I need to be a version of someone else, even though it's just going to be me. And then a new era of me, because this is going to be a new era of me, and I'm confident of it. And then lastly, it says, old energies clearing, new energies entering, great things are coming. Just as, like, a mantra to go through the days, that this is, like, what's going to happen in my life. And then I have some health pictures, health-related stuff. So it's, like, a grocery cart full of basically all healthy ingredients, like vegetables and, like, Greek yogurt and stuff. And then I have a refrigerator that's, like, really organized, so it's pointing to that routine and organization thing, but it's also filled with, like, really healthy stuff. Oh my gosh, I literally want my fridge to look like that so bad.
That is very beautiful. I have, like, that's one thing, I have a good tip for fridge, and, like, when you're talking about food going bad. It's such a pain in the butt, but it helps so much. Like on a Sunday or whatever day you get groceries, like I will wash all my produce in baking soda, which some people say not to wash your produce right away because then it gets bad. But I found that if I like wash it in baking soda, or you can use vinegar and like dilute it in water and let it like soak for a couple minutes and drain it and rinse it, like it helps your produce go less bad. And then like random produce like grapes, like to take them off the vine, to wash them and like put them in a container in the fridge, like they're so much easier to eat. Because if I leave them in the bag, I never eat them because they're such a pain in the butt to like pick off and, you know, clean.
Yeah.
So it helps a bunch to like take your healthy groceries and like prep them so that they're like snacks that you just like grab out of your cabinet. It helps so much. It really does.
I just wanted to look how your refrigerator was set up. I have to just check it out. I know, I really want to start doing more of prepping because I don't prep a lot right now. And it's been okay because I've been home, but I'm going to start working. Mm-hmm. So I need to have more prepped for me to eat.
It takes an annoying amount of time. Like I'm always like, oh my gosh, but it's worth it.
Make it aesthetic.
Yeah.
Romanticize. And then I have just a picture of like a fluffy bed and a book on it for 2 reasons. One, I just want to start reading before bed. I've been doing it for the past like 2 weeks. I already finished a book. It was a Rick Riordan, Percy Jackson saga book, which, you know, whatever. I don't want to read like self-help books before bed. I want to, because that's like, I listen to them on podcasts, or like if I'm reading before bed, I'm just gonna get bored and fall asleep. Mm-hmm. Like these are more like
I feel like every person who wants to get into reading tries to read a self-help book.
Yeah.
And like that's like the way to do it is to read like a book that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then like you read self-help later, because self-help doesn't really like draw you in. It's not like page flipping, you know?
Yeah, no, like it feels like school. I think that's part of it too, is I have to read the same kind of, like I'm in school to be a mental health like therapist. Like what I'm reading self-help books on is exactly what I'm having to read it for school. Mm-hmm. So my brain just associates them and I just fall asleep.
Right.
But and then it's just like a fluffy bed because I want to start having like a better night routine. I think reading is part of that. Then I have some like aesthetic cleaning supplies because I want to be better about routinely cleaning my house. Because go check out the YouTube videos. My house is an absolute pigsty. It's not even funny. I'm gonna post them. I've already, at this point, when you're hearing this on Wednesday, I've already probably posted 2. It's so bad. It gets so disgustingly bad. I can't, like, I literally hand scrubbed the cat litter box today. Oh. And, like, all this nasty, oh my gosh, it's so bad. Anyway, cleaning. Not let things go to crap. And then I have, like, a notebook and laptop and stuff on a desk because I just want to be, like, this is, like, my school picture. Like, taking notes and learning and working, I guess. It's just, like, being studious. And then I have another desk picture just to be studious. And also, like, kind of like content creation, I guess. Because they're all on the laptop. Then I have, like, a picture of a makeup bag because a big thing for me for this new year is I really want to start getting ready every day. Not, like, super ready. Like, just slicking my hair back like it is right now and, like, putting a little bit of makeup on because I literally live in my pajamas every single day because most days I don't leave the house. Mm-hmm. But the days that I, like, even just put on workout clothes and a sweatshirt that's, like, not what I slept in, and then put a little bit of makeup on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do anything. Mm-hmm. So if I just start doing that every day, then I feel like I'll be more successful. Then I have, like, a picture of aesthetic skincare. So I want to take better care, like I said, of, like, having a routine of taking care of myself and getting ready. And then it's just a girl with her, like, pretty skin. Mm-hmm. Just because, you know. Then I have a picture of, like, some weights and yoga mats rolled up because I want to start working out more. And then I have a picture that's just, like, it looks like an old drawing. And on the side it says, keep praying, because I want to be more, like, I just want to include more, like, religious stuff into my routine. And it's a girl reading her Bible, because, again, I want to include religion into my routine. And then I have, like, a little pretty trail outside. I was doing really good with walking Moose every single day almost, or at least, like, 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, I remember.
It was so nice. Like, I loved it, but I think I'm stopping because it's so cold, and it gets so dark now that I, like, don't want to go out. Like, I get home from work, and I'm like, I don't want to, but I also don't want to wake up early.
Yeah.
And, like, even during the day, I'm like, it's just annoying to have to, like, stop what I'm doing and, like, transition to something completely different. But I want to get back into walking.
I feel like it helped, too, your mom. It was, like, you and your mom time. Like, you guys would always walk together.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, these 2 are, like, my manifestation ones.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of, like, nervous about talking about because I feel like it makes me sound psycho. But I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so this one.
I was looking at this earlier and I was wondering.
Yeah, do you have any guesses? Okay, so it's like I don't know why I looked at the microphone. It's like it's just like the color orange and pink and yellow.
Let me see if I can guess.
Okay.
Do you want to continue explaining it?
It's just like a circle. Like if you drew like a circle and it spread outwards, but all the circles are different colors and they kind of are like faded together.
A manifestation?
Yes, it's a manifestation. I'll give you a hint if you want.
Yeah, I need a hint.
It is associated with an app that looks similar to this. Their logo.
Ooh, Instagram.
Mm-mm.
Would I know the app?
Yeah.
It's not TikTok, right?
No. It's my favorite app.
YouTube?
No.
What's your favorite app? I feel like I should know this.
It's my favorite app. It's my favorite company. I tell everyone to use it.
Reddit.
No. That's a good one, though. It's a good one.
You tell everyone to use it.
Yeah.
The moment you say it, I'm going to be so pissed. I don't know.
It's Headspace.
Oh! That
Yeah.
does look a lot like Headspace.
Yeah, their logo is like a orange circle, and like because it's like meditation and like all that stuff, I associate with auras.
Mm-hmm.
So I just googled like a picture of an orange and yellow aura.
Yeah.
And I am manifesting it, not this year, but like just in general, my manifestation is that I'm going to work with and or for Headspace in some capacity. I don't know if that means like if I like get more followers, they give me a brand deal. I don't know if that means that I become a therapist for them or like a meditation coach for them, because they did just start hiring therapists on, and once I get licensed I could work for them. Or, you know, I really want to become another part of this too is that part of my goal is that I want to become a certified meditation like mindfulness coach.
Mm-hmm.
And that means I have to like do a bunch of stuff and whatever, but like I really want to do that because I think it'll be helpful when I'm a therapist.
Yeah.
And I'm just so passionate about it.
Yeah, you've mentioned to me before wanting to work for Headspace.
Yeah.
I can so see that.
I'm manifesting it in some capacity, whether it's that they give me like this sounds stupid, but like if I were to get followers and they like give me a brand deal,
Mm-hmm.
or like I become a therapist, I just feel like something with them and me will happen. I'm manifesting it with this picture.
Yes.
And on the back of it, I'm gonna like write it out too.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, the most embarrassing one to share.
Wait, is this one? Can I guess this one too?
Yeah.
Or is it pretty obvious?
You're gonna know what it is.
Okay.
I made this one.
Okay, that's not embarrassing to share.
Okay. This one feels embarrassing to share. Okay, so it's like a picture of a phone. I made it on Canva. And it says 11:59 p.m. Like it's like your lock screen, or like when you scroll, like when you swipe down to get your notifications. It says 11:59 p.m. on December 31st, 2023. So the end of this coming year. My goal is to, and it has like these 3 little notification boxes, and I'm manifesting that I will have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, 10,000 plays on podcast, like listens on podcast, and 2,500 followers on Instagram. Those are my manifestations for the new year. I feel like that's like very far-fetched. This seems attainable and that seems attainable.
You never know.
Exactly. I just
Like,
put it down, like shoot for the stars.
It's the hard thing about like doing something like a podcast and YouTube. Like so many people do,
Mm-hmm.
but like
You never know.
it takes like one video or something to like make you successful.
And you know what I was thinking about when I made this, because I felt embarrassed at first? What's the girl that dated Jack's roommate that made the YouTube channel, and like she
Sage.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she like made like 4 videos and she got like a bunch of followers. It's not like she was famous. My goal is not to become like famous. I don't really want to do that. I think I'd be scared every day.
There's like I feel like there's a very large like population on YouTube that like works for YouTube and like our creators, but they're not like
Yeah.
like they're not like making millions of dollars, like, but it's like a healthy level of like
Yeah, and it's like
YouTube.
their hobby, and they still do other stuff outside of that, but they still have an audience that they can
Mhm.
speak to. That's what I want. I don't want to be like famous, but I don't want to be like I still want to like try to like use this as a platform. Also because it's like I feel like this and like mental health treatment, because I kind of like am going for a mental health. Like I'm sure I'm gonna treat people that have like genuine like mental illness,
Mhm.
because I do like doing that. But I'm also like gonna be more of like a life coach perspective too. And I think that I appreciate when I can like go view people that I trust
Mhm.
to like post like videos educating me on certain topics, or that just like I don't know, like I would like that.
Yeah.
I would like another goal is like eventually I want to be like I want to give a TED talk someday. I should have put that in here.
Mhm.
I want to give a TED talk someday. Like I want to do like what's it called? like group seminars and stuff like that for women, and like a what's that called, like a self, like, remember the one where people always go and they like walk across fire to like prove they can like overcome their mind or
No.
whatever, I don't know. Just like some dumb like thing where I like bring women on retreats and like do these like sessions where we learn about different topics, and I don't know.
I feel like you are so like, I'm biased because I'm your best friend. But I just feel like you're so like real and like you're like straight up. Well, I'm just saying it like it makes for a person who could be successful in like doing YouTube and podcasts and all that, because like you have so much to say all the time, you know, like you love to talk and you love to like tell your mind, and like people like that, you know, and especially when you're being like honest and straight up, like if you don't know something 100%, like you'll say like I don't really know, but like you know, and like explain your opinion on it.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. It makes me feel good. I just was thinking about that the other day. Me and Blake were like laying in bed. I was telling him all my goals for the new year. And I was talking about how like I want to do a TED Talk and I want to do all this stuff. And I was like, I don't know what it is, but something inside me knows that there's some, like I'm supposed to be doing something where I'm like educating and like talking to people. And I don't know if that's this, like making a podcast, or I don't know if that means I'm supposed to be like a teacher, or I don't know if that means I'm supposed to be a public speaker, or like whatever. Sorry, the tortillas or the tortellini soup's getting to me. I don't know what it is, but I know, and I've always known that that's something I needed to do, because I remember in like 6th grade, I was so mad at my mom because I wanted to go to all the CRC churches because all the kids had to do confession of faith. So they had to write a whole like speech and stand up in front of the whole church and say it. And I'm like, I want to stand up in front of the church and I want to tell everyone everything. And like every time we got to do presentations, I was always so excited because I felt like it was my thing, like
a
that
unique thing to have.
Yeah, I love giving speeches and I love talking in front of groups. Like I love it, love it, love it. So I feel like and I've always just like felt the calling for like educating and like helping people. Like my mom would always get mad at me and be like, stop trying to save the right money. But like, I don't know. I don't think I know it's something. I don't know what it is, but that's why I'm like trying to chase all the avenues to see, because I don't want to like miss the opportunity. I think maybe it's all of them. You never know, but it's fun to just try. And I'm excited to like, I'm gonna pin all of these to my
bulletin board.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, the cork board. Yeah, the bulletin board. And I'm gonna. My office is not organized right now. It's clothes all over the floor and things not put away, but like, once I do organize it, I'm going to be putting it on my wall so that every day when I'm up there doing school, I'll just see it and I'll be like, yes, this is what I'm doing for this year. I'm going to get my stuff done. This is what I'm doing for the future. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I feel like that's good to have like a visual representation where you're going to see it every day. Because I feel like every year I like set goals, but like after January, like unless you have like a reminder of what your goals are, you're just like living life. You know,
and that's
like,
why I did like the quarterly thing too, because then I'm forced to like sit down every 3 months and review.
Evaluate.
Yeah, even if it's like the same goals ongoing, I'm gonna change like the like for fitness, like I'm gonna change. So like right now my goal is to, like I'm gonna get my max weights and then I'm gonna try to increase it, and then maybe for the following it's gonna be changing like the schedule. Like I want to make the schedule different of these. I don't know, because then I'm forced to like keep thinking about it every 3 months.
Yeah,
which seems like it would, and then it's gonna, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna go by fast. That seems scary. This year's gonna go by fast.
I know. Yeah.
Well, all right. I think that's good. Do you have anything else to say about your vision board?
No.
Yeah, me either. I think we're good on vision boards. We are late to going to Tressa's house.
Yeah.
Like very late. Like an hour late.
It wouldn't be Jade if we were on time.
That's so true. That's not one of my goals. Blake would love for that to be one of my goals, to be more on time. But hey,
it's not even like you. It's just your personality.
It's just how I am.
Yeah,
I don't try to be.
Yeah. I usually count on like hanging out with you like a few hours after we say, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And if it's like something that's timely, I just always count on 15 minutes late.
That was like today, like when you came over, Jack asked, he's like, isn't Jade supposed to be coming over? It's like, yeah, she'll show up eventually.
Yeah, I'm a late gal. It just runs in my blood. I have no way to conceptualize how long things will take me, no matter how many times I do that. But, all right. Well, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. This is also the other cringiest part of it to do. Thanks so much for listening. And if you guys want Amanda to come back on again and do another podcast with me about, I don't know, whatever, you guys let us know what you would want to hear more about. Even, like, I always have wanted you to come on to, like, do, like, games or, like, quizzes. Like, I would love to do, like, psych assessments with you and, like, talk about, like, what we got.
Yes, I haven't, the personality assessment or whatever, like, it's, like, letters.
Oh, the Myers-Briggs?
I think so, yeah.
The ENTJ.
Yes, yeah. I haven't done that, and, like, I don't remember what my results are.
I just almost said the ear, nose, and throat. Anyway, yeah, if you guys want her to come back on to do that, just say so. But even if you say no, I'm going to do it anyway. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening. I hope that you guys make your vision boards. If you do make vision boards, you should send them to me because I'd love to see them and look over them and talk to you about what your goals are. I just love seeing other people's. Like, anyone that posts it, I get so excited about. So, yeah, thanks for listening. And please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the podcast. Follow my Instagram. It's _hazardly. And come back and listen. I post every Wednesday. And in the new year, I'm going to be posting vlogs on YouTube, too, on Mondays. For sure. And probably more than that if I can. But count on Mondays. So, have a good rest of your day. And see you next time. Bye. Bye.